Look, we got lovely sauces at that party. Second of all, okay,
damn trick.
Duckaroo. I had fish, Escovitch fish, right?
Oh man.
Me and two of my
So I was listening
girlfriends
to
and
trick.
one guy, my girlfriend.
This motherfucker crazy. Good morning, people. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good people. So, today on Vaughn's Car Chronicles, I wanted to address a situation that I saw yesterday, and it's a trend that I've noticed within the media of their treatment of African Americans' personalities in the media. A couple instances come to mind. One of them is one that happened a couple days, not yesterday, but day before yesterday. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, where Deion Sanders, who's actually the coach of the JSU Tigers now, he was doing an interview, and I think it was HBCU Media Day. So he's doing the interviews, and it's funny because on the clip, Deion actually says, "Hey, call this guy up. He's a good guy. He's cool." They bring dude up, but it jumps on, "Hey, Deion!" No. Prime immediately. Hold on. Wait. You wouldn't address Nick Saban as Nick, so please give me the respect and address me as Coach Prime, Coach Deion. Give him my respect. He told him, if you call Nick, damn what, but he gave a little pushback. "Oh no, I call Nick. You're like, you a damn lie. You like, if you call Nick gonna cuss you the fuck out. You know that." You're like, "So give me my respect." You're like, "Oh no, I call you Deion." And then Deion Sanders, he didn't even go back and forth with him again. He just quietly got up. Peace. If you're gonna give Nick Saban his respect, why can't you give Deion Sanders his respect? I've seen a couple days ago where Megyn Kelly got on Twitter and was throwing shade at Naomi Osaka behind her not wanting to do, press after a French Open match that she did. Now, the funny thing is, Naomi Osaka suffers from social anxiety, a real mental health situation, mental disorder, what have you. But Megyn Kelly did not want to, pay that any attention. She just wanted to go take her shots at Naomi Osaka. Oh, she could pose for these covers, but she don't want to talk to the media. That's a shame, And Naomi would let her know, like, "Hey, I like what you say. I like how you talk your shit. And as a media personality, you should know of all people that we got lead-up times to productions. And I took these pictures last year. So ask your question before you start throwing shots." And then Megyn, it's a constant thing where black people in the media are kind of scrutinized and vilified for what they do, and white people are given a pass. It's crazy, and nobody talks about it. So that's why I'm talking about it today. We've seen where, Lord have mercy, Marv Albert, he's about to retire from broadcasting in the NBA. Wonderful long career on them sidelines. But those of us that have been paying attention to basketball, have been basketball fans for a couple years, know Marv Albert was in some hot water a couple years ago behind some freaky shit. Marv Albert allegedly bit a young lady on her titty. Now this was before the Me Too movement. Now had Marv bit that titty after the Me Too movement was in shape, fully rolling, Marv Albert would not have a career. But because it was before Me Too and he's a white guy, it was kind of swept under the rug. He served a little suspension, and then they brought Marv back to the sidelines like, "Hey, come on, Marv, we'll give you a spot back." No ifs, ands, buts about it, no problems. We've seen Nick Cannon get his whole entire TV show taken from him behind some comments. We've seen Kevin Hart get the opportunity to host the Oscars or the Grammys, one of them two, he had the opportunity to host. But then they found some old tweets from him. It was like, hey, look what Kevin Hart said about gay people. And then, you know, the gay people was like, hey, we want you to apologize. And Kevin Hart took it, he stood on it. He was like, hey, you know, I'm not the man that I was, you know, 10, 15 years ago when I made those posts. And then, you know, it wasn't like I was trying to call for you guys to get killed. There was jokes, you know, but we still want you to apologize. It was like, no. Well, if you don't apologize, you can't host the Grammys. Okay, fine, fuck them shits. And then like, well, well, we'll still let you host it. Just kind of like, you know, kind of work with us. Like, no, fuck y'all. Y'all try to strong arm me into some shit. Fuck y'all. I won't do it. Shit, I go spend some time with my kids now. You know, that Kevin Hart stance on it, but you get the trend. White guys can say whatever the fuck they want to say. Do what the hell they want to do in this world. And they get a pass for it. It's really kind of, I don't want to say shocking because it's been going on for a long time now. We numb to the shit. That's what it is. We're numb to it now. Because it's been happening for so long that when we see it, it's almost like we automatically ignore it. You know, because we see it and like, okay, same old shit. We got to get to a point where we're not numb to it and address the shit, because until we start addressing stuff like that, it's going to keep happening. And the way the world is going, with more and more access to social media and there's different ways to get you a platform out there, you know, the standards of what is art and free speech and all that, you know, needs to be solidified. Because if we can solidify that, if that can be solidified, then there's a clear boundary of saying, okay, this motherfucker was out of line, that motherfucker was out of line, no matter what race or color they are. You know, but we haven't even got to that point because it's still like we're like society is programmed to, you know, scrutinize black people. When I was growing up, I was raised to say, hey, you gotta do things a little bit better than your counterparts. You know, they didn't go all into deep detail talking about, you know, socioeconomic statuses and opportunities and, you know, things of that nature. It was more so, hey, you black, you gotta go harder, you gotta go farther, you gotta do it better. You know, that's the reality that a lot of, especially the black males, a lot of black males have, you know, grew up with. No matter if we liked it or not. You know, and Rick Ross said, he got a line in the song, I think it's, I forget the song. But he said, 6-figure family member, nigga, forget about it. Low income housing. Like that's the reality of what a lot of people grew up with. You know, but to get back to the point, I kind of digressed a little bit. We got a situation in the media where they will vilify us black people and let these white folks get away with murder. You know, just think about these talk show hosts like Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, and I forget the white guy that used to always be sounding real aggressive when Trump was in office. He was real hot, you know. You know, these guys they give these guys a platform to just spew hate, lies, mistrust, disgusting shit, but they will never, you know, say anything to them. They don't never like really try and say they justify it. They justify it away. Well, I think they took his comments out of context. I spoke about it yesterday. You know, it's crazy the amount of times people be like, oh, I think they took it out of context. Like, motherfucker said what he said. Like, how can you take something out of context when the motherfucker just let it come out of his mouth? Like, bitch, please. The motherfucker opened his mouth, some words came out. I got a college degree. I know what certain things mean. I can read a little bit. I can do a little bit of math. I'm not a complete fucking idiot. Like, it just be like, wow, you guys basically telling me that I'm a fucking idiot and I didn't hear what I just heard. Oh, okay. Triple Beam Dreams, that's what it was. I listened to that shit all the time, and I couldn't fucking remember what the hell that damn song was. But yes, the Ross line came out, Triple Beam Dreams. But we got, thank you for that. We gotta start holding these white folks accountable. And I know I've been a little bit racial, heavy on the racial stuff this week, and shit, really, I want us to say this. I don't hate white people. I really don't. Will I call shit out? Will I point things out? Yes, I will. But do I hate white folks? No, I don't. And, you know, white women love me. But to get back to my topic, we've seen time and time again where these media personalities, you know, they'll treat a black personality very, 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 very harsher, rougher, even a tad more disrespectful than they would anybody else. You know, and real quick, I know Barack, he was our president, but the situation just popped into my head where he was giving a speech, and I believe it was in front of Congress, and the congressman shouted out, "You're a liar!" And I was like, shit, how many times have Trump got up in front of something and you know, been saying openly lies that we know are lies, that everyone in the fucking earshot knows is a lie, and nobody had the audacity to say shit. You know, I just wanted to point these things out to you guys, because like I said, we've kind of desensitized ourselves. We kind of program ourselves to kind of look past a lot of this shit when we need to start addressing this stuff. Yeah, it may be uncomfortable, but I believe that's the way we fix this situation. And that's my solution. You guys know I like to drop a little solutions on whenever I bring a problem. I think solution oriented. And I encourage you guys to think solution oriented too. Because if you're one of those people that always point out a problem but never offer a solution, fuck you. Nah, but seriously, you got to do better. Please start looking at ways to bring solutions to those problems that you're presenting. Society will thank you for them. So I say the way that we address this situation here is that we, as Black America and Black Twitter, you know, they did this yesterday to Megyn Kelly. We got to start holding these personalities accountable. Call their ass out. Fire their ass up. You know, point shit out. Like, hey, you don't treat this person like that. You don't treat that person like that. And real quick, and I know somebody, at least one person, for to give me some help for what I'm about to say. You know, even when our black people do it to us, we got to call their ass out too. I don't all the way agree with the terminology that Uncle Snoop Dogg used when he called Gayle King out when she started talking that mess after Kobe death. But, you know, that's the type of energy we need, you know. Call them out. Point that shit out. Like, hey, no, this ain't it. This ain't what we're going to do. You know, we're going to hold the same standards across the board. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, I don't care. I'm friends with just about anybody, and I can work with just about anybody. And one of the things that a lot of people always tell me, whether it's personal or work, you know, they like, you know, being around me because I'm always keep it real. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to keep it 100. You know, even if it does not benefit me, I still will tell the truth and keep it 100. Just because I don't want anybody in the world to be like, yo, Vaughn bullshitted me. Yo, Vaughn this, Vaughn that. Even the women. You can't pay a woman to say I lied to her. Yeah, and I just said that on the internet. You can't pay a woman to tell you that I lied to her, did like ran some dumb shit. You can't pay one. I'm not solid in my shit. If you can, oh, fucking, I normally say I got a crisp blue face 100, but I got 2 pink face 50s for you. Like, you gotta keep it 100 at all times, guys, and it's not easy. It's not going to be easy to call these personalities out. It's not going to be easy to call your friends out. It's not going to be easy to, hold someone accountable that's not used to being held accountable. But that is the way we affect change in this situation. It's a situation now, like I said, we've become numb to when we see it. We're just kind of like, eh. But we need to start addressing it and holding these individuals accountable from the top to the bottom. No matter who they are, we need to start holding them accountable and addressing this stuff. That's the only way this stuff is going to change. Because I just think back to the poor, I don't say poor, but I think back to the Naomi Osaka situation. The young lady said she didn't want to give interviews because she gets social anxiety, so she's trying to protect her mental health. A white athlete say something about anything about mental health, it's like, oh my God, he's a champion. He's a champion of mental health. They're a champion of this. They're quick to give those flowers, but us, not so much. But that's my 2 cents for this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, please like, share, check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. If you need any cold pressed juices, you want to check my juice varieties out, my website is greenerways.com, greenerwayz.com. Like, share, and comment. If you want see me talk about anything, DM me, holler at me, comment on it. Tag me in the comments. And stay COVID free, guys. Stay COVID free. Please stay COVID free. Continue to mask up. Mask up, ladies and gentlemen. Mask up. I don't care if you believe this shit is real or not. Oh, but man, people just don't drop dead over nothing. Okay? So, be safe. Stay COVID free. Love you guys. Peace.